Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code on a problem that drives so many amazing AI teams crazy. You get these incredible results, you deliver these big wins, but you just can't get the funding to scale up. Well, we're going to show you exactly how to build a business case that leadership simply cannot ignore. So let's imagine this, right? You've done the work. The data is crystal clear. Your AI project is saving a ton of time. It's improving quality. Customers are happier. But the moment you go and ask for more resources to do even more, crickets. It is a maddeningly common situation. And you know what? It almost always boils down to a simple translation error. In this, right here, is the absolute heart of the problem. You're talking about all these awesome operational wins, time saved, errors slashed, but leadership, they're listening for something else entirely. They're listening for financial outcomes. They want to know what all those metrics actually mean for the bottom line. So in this explainer, we're going to build that bridge. Here is our game plan for today. First, we're going to tear down that language barrier. Then, we'll give you a rock-solid cost checklist and a way to calculate every single gain, even the tricky ones. And finally, we'll pull it all together into a persuasive story that gets you that green light. Okay, let's dive right in. The universal language of business isn't tech, it's not code, it's money. And the most important dialect you need to know is return on investment. You can think of it as the filter that leadership uses for basically every proposal, because it cuts through all the noise and it answers one very simple question. When you get right down to it, ROI is incredibly simple. It answers the one question that every single executive is asking themselves. For every dollar we pour into this AI thing, how many dollars are we going to get back? It's all about making sure the company gets more value out than it puts in, period. And the formula itself, super straightforward. You just take the gain from your investment, you subtract the cost, and then you divide that number by the cost. But as we're about to see, the real magic, the thing that makes your argument truly persuasive, is all in how you define and calculate both that gain and that cost. So, this is where we have to start. We have to begin with a totally solid, completely credible accounting of your costs. Because if you get this part wrong, or if it even looks like you're trying to hide something, you will lose all credibility for the rest of your pitch. Now listen, your total cost is not just the software subscription. That is such a common mistake. You have to account for the human cost, right? The team's time for setting everything up, for training, all calculated at their hourly rate. Plus, you got to factor in ongoing maintenance. When you include all four of these areas, it proves you've thought through the entire financial picture, not just the easy parts. And just as important is what you leave out. You have to avoid sunk costs. That's money you've already spent, so it's totally irrelevant for a future decision. Also, stay away from those vague what-if scenarios or feelings you can't quantify. Stick to the hard, forward-looking numbers. That's how you keep your credibility intact. Okay, so let's flip over to the other side of the equation and see how this all builds up, calculating the gain. Now, this is where so many technical teams just stop. But honestly, it's where the most compelling part of your entire story is hiding. What's so great about this is that it gives you a clear roadmap for everything. So time savings isn't just 5 hours a week anymore. No, it's 5 hours times an hourly rate over 52 weeks, which equals a real $13,000. Error reduction becomes the number of mistakes you prevented multiplied by what it costs to fix each one. See, every single gain gets a dollar sign attached. This right here is the golden rule. Every single benefit. It has to be traced back to a financial impact. If it just stays as an abstract metric, it's going to be seen as a nice to have, not a business critical investment. But I can hear you asking, what about something intangible, like improved team morale? How on earth do you put a price on that? Well, this is where you put on your detective hat. You trace the impact. So your team is happier because the AI is handling all that boring, repetitive work. Okay, so where does that lead? Well, what happens when morale is high? People tend not to look for other jobs. That higher satisfaction, that feeling of doing meaningful work, it leads directly to lower employee turnover, which is a huge and hugely expensive problem for most companies out there. And this just connects the dots perfectly. Lower turnover means you get to avoid those massive costs that come with recruiting, hiring, and training a replacement. I mean, if preventing just one engineer from leaving saves the company $150,000, well, that soft benefit of morale just became a very, very hard number on your balance sheet. All right, let's put it all together with a quick example. Let's say your annual time savings added up to $15,600, and the value from better quality and keeping customers was another $8,000. Your total annual gain is $23,600. Okay, next up, we add up our costs. So maybe it's $5,000 for the AI software subscription and another $3,000 in one-time setup and training costs. That gives us a total annual cost of $8,000. And when you plug those numbers into our formula, what do you get? Boom, a 195% return on investment. Let me put that another way, because this is the part that really lands. For every single dollar you spent, the company got back nearly $3. That is a number that gets people's attention.
So the math is done. It's solid. But you know what? Numbers by themselves don't persuade people. You need to wrap them in a compelling story. So now it's time to build that narrative.
You just follow this simple 6-step structure. You start with a powerful hook, you define the pain you solved, you briefly explain the solution, show off the results, present that airtight business case with your big ROI number, and then you finish with a clear, confident ask for what you need to do next. Always remember, the data is your proof, but the story is what makes it memorable, what makes it relatable. The final step here is to make your data human. Something like this, a direct quote from a real team member, is just unbelievably powerful. It takes that abstract concept of time savings and it shows the real-world human impact. It's not just about efficiency anymore. It's about freeing up your most talented people to do higher value, more strategic work. Finally, as you're putting your presentation together, keep these tips in mind. Always lead with the bottom line outcome. Use simple visuals. Nobody wants to squint at a complicated spreadsheet. Try to think ahead and anticipate their questions. And this last one is so important. Be honest about the limitations. It shows you're a credible partner, not just a salesperson trying to get a budget. So, here's the bottom line. A truly successful AI project isn't just about having code that works. It's about communicating its value in the one language leadership truly understands. The moment you stop talking only about metrics and start talking about money, you're not just reporting on a project anymore, you're building the business case for the future.